let forest fires be your fault. Make sure your fire is dead out. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
For the past 80 years, Smokey Bear has been educating Americans about the dangers of forest fires. Recent research shows that 95% of Americans do feel they can make a difference in preventing fires, though many don't always know how. We are joined live by Patty Cormier, the director of the Maine Forest Service, and Tracy Danisich, VP and Group Campaign Director for the Ad Council. Patty and Tracy, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, you're welcome. So 80 years is a long time. Talk about the history of Smokey Bear and what's next for him.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining the celebration. We're so excited. 80 years ago, the Ad Council and our partners at the National Association of State Foresters and the United States Forest Service launched that first poster featuring Smokey Bear and asking Americans to take care and do their part in preventing unwanted wildfires. And that's still Smokey's message and focus today, 80 years later. Since that time, Smokey has become such a pillar in the protection of our nation's magnificent wildlands and really a part of American culture, right? He's been to outer space, he's been on postage stamps, he's thrown out first pitches at baseball games and met presidents, all really to connect Americans with his ever important message and his tagline, only you can prevent wildfires.
That is true. So much has been done. And wildfires, though, remain one of the most critical environmental issues facing the U.S. How has Smokey's message been effective in preventing human-related wildfires?
So, yeah, thanks for the question. So Smokey's message has been for 80 years, right? Only you can prevent forest fires, and 9 out of 10 forest fires are human cause. So we all have a responsibility to heed that message. And I think Smokey has really resonated for 80 years, right? For many generations of all the things you can do to prevent wildfires, and that we all have a stake in it. And anyone can go to smokeybear.com to check out fire prevention tips as well.
That's awesome. And we kind of mentioned a lot of people are open to being involved with helping to prevent wildfires. A lot of people still don't know what that entails, though. So give us some of those safety tips, the easy ones, when you're out camping or spending time outdoors that prevent fires.
Sure. So it's great for everyone to get out camping and have a campfire, but when you're done with it, to make sure it's out. So pour water on it, use a stick to stir it around. And if you think it's out, pour water on it again and do it a few more times. Also, if you're having a brush pile at home, keep the pile small, check with your fire department, get a fire permit if you need, and check the weather, right? And another big element of fire starts is equipment. So poorly maintained equipment that's driven on dry gas, or if you're dragging chains as well. And really, it's really common sense and being mindful about what the conditions are and what you're doing.
Very helpful tips. And so how are you all commemorating Smokey's important legacy?
We're so excited to be celebrating the historic impact that Smokey's had on our environmental protection in our country, as well as, this nostalgic legacy that he's created over 8 decades of his work. And we're going to be, we've created these beautiful PSAs that Americans will see across the country, and we're extending the party on to social media where everybody can join in the celebration. Smokey's friends and fans can get tips and share their memories of Smokey and join the celebration there. And then, of course, at events and parades and baseball games and forests and parks across the country, Smokey will be there to make appearances and connect with Americans.
He is quite iconic. Patty and Tracy, thank you for joining us on this special day. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.